Hello there, survivors, and welcome back to ARK Survival Ascended. Today, we're back here on my own server, and we're gonna be doing some building. It's been a little bit, but it's time to do some creative building. Take a little break from the survival grind over on Monarchy. And since we're already having a big race tomorrow again, we're gonna today just relax a little bit and get back into the building. I haven't built a lot recently, and I'm missing it a little bit. So, you know, I've been struggling to think of which project excites me most to draw me back into building and get me going. So today, what we're gonna do, you can see right in front of us, we've got some cliff platforms there on this pretty cool rooftop, and we're gonna build a modern base on top of the cliff platforms. I thought that could be something really cool. I just wanted to build something cool and sleek and modern. I think going with the shape of a cliff platform could be really cool. You know, a little bit more of a rounded modern build design. That's what we're gonna try at least. We'll see what it ends up looking like. But yeah, that's the idea. Kind of like a circular villa rooftop base thingy. Well, the first one hello there, everyone. Yeah, the first race did take longer because we started on a Friday and then the race was next Saturday, but now it's every weekend there's a race pretty much, so it is technically yeah, quicker. But yeah, we got some cliff platforms ready for us over here. Basically we have two on each side. I think we'll just focus on building one side, and I might do the other side as well. I've tried to kind of align them in a very similar fashion on both sides. They're not perfect, but yeah, I tried everything. Couldn't really get them to be any better than this. So yeah, there we go. I also skinned them with the Klinger custom cosmetic concrete thingy, whatever it's called. Klinger's concrete. So yeah, we have some very sleek looking cliff platforms made out of concrete, which blend in very well to the city environment, which is going to be the base for our build today. So that's going to just be like yeah, the bottom layer. And then yeah, we've got this lovely pool on this rooftop as well, which is of course amazing. As a shark, I need my little pool, so I feel like this is a really cool spot. We have this little bit in between as well, so plenty of room to work with. I think definitely a really interesting location to turn into a base. And yeah, I mean, I'm building it on a cliff platform, so technically pretty much anywhere you use the cliff platform you could probably build this. But yeah, this is a pretty cool spot. If you don't know, it's right over here in the sanctuary on Extinction. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be building. As I said, we're going to just focus on one platform, see if we can make something nice, modern and cool, and yeah, we'll see what it turns into. But hello there, everyone. Hello there. Welcome in. Glad you're all here. And I think what we're gonna do is, if I add no, this is interesting. No, I want to start over here, I think. And what I want to do is... oh, well, what I hope to do was to start it from the top of this quarter wall. But it's not really letting me. Would it do it with a full wall? Probably, right? It won't. Because I kind of want to have like a floor on top of this, of course, because then I can do more, I guess. They might snap to ceilings, yeah. And otherwise, I guess we could just use ceilings. Just foundations feel a little bit safer. Yeah, this probably would also work, because we just need to kind of have them at this height and perfectly snap to, of course, the shape of the cliff platform, because if I'm correct, this should now just... I should be able to perfectly circle around the build just using this kind of pattern, which would be really great. Because that's kind of the reason why I chose a cliff platform in the first place. It was mostly just to, yeah, be able to get a nice round shape. And you're able to build this in a lot of different locations, of course, if you just have a good spot. Of course, this one is really nice because you kind of have the whole platform to work with instead of like half of the platform. So that is quite cool. Can you give a base idea if I give you chords? Well, right now I'm focused on these, but I'm always up for suggestions, so you can always leave them in the videos. But whether or not I do something with them depends on, well, whether I get like excited to do something there or not. And nowadays it's also just time-wise, you know, it's a little bit tricky with monarchy going on. All right, let's see. This is actually not too bad. It's not showing too much underneath the cliff platform either. So that's all right. And there we go. So yeah, there we go. We are almost complete with a circle. So yeah, that's the nice thing about these platforms, that you can basically get just a really nice circular shape for your build. And yeah, makes it really easy. Of course, you can also just build this without a platform, because kind of if you just go for this kind of round shape size, you'll still get there. So counting only the outside, this would be 4 triangles on the outside and then 4 full ceiling, full foundations on the outside. So you could just keep going around like this without a platform as well, and you could pretty much build this anywhere. But yeah, using these cliff platforms as a guide is quite useful, and of course, yeah, it allows you to build in some really cool spots, because now be basically, especially on this location with this beautiful water up here, we just kind of give ourselves a little bit more room to work with. They are not perfectly placed. I tried very hard to get them perfectly placed. I couldn't really figure out any way to get them to line up perfectly, so I kind of just eyeballed it. But I do think I did a pretty good job. Kind of what I did was, well, obviously they're attached to like the edge of this little platform, and then I lined up this side to be kind of like halfway lining up with this diagonal shape. So it's like halfway in between this section, and then on this section you can see it's also almost halfway in between that section. So that's kind of how I lined it up to get it somewhat looking symmetrical. So if I do end up building on both sides, I think it would be a really cool base, you know, and it will definitely give you a decent amount of space, because the platform alone is decent. You could definitely build a base there, but by adding these 2 platforms, I think it expands it enough that you can, yeah, probably do most things here. Maybe not breeding some of the bigger tames might be a little bit difficult, but yeah, we'll see. There we go. Hello there, Alphias. Welcome in, welcome in. People keep complimenting me on my owl, so I have to keep saying that it's not mine. I didn't do anything. All I did was like blue. Hello there, Solo. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello there, Ellie. Yeah, but Monarchy has been so much fun. It's been distracting me a lot as well, you know, with the survival. But I'm actually really enjoying, because I never really give myself the time or the opportunity to fully enjoy survival, because I'm always like, no, I should make another build, should go do another design. But now I've been fully immersed in the survival grind, and it's been really fun. Of course, also just getting to know a whole bunch of new ARK creators, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know that many at all. Like, I don't watch that much ARK. I'm relatively new. I think I'm probably one of the newer people to ARK, because I played ASA a little bit, but very casually. So now I feel like I've been thrown into the depths with all of these amazing ARK players and trying to keep up. But yeah, it's really fun. I'm gonna edit into a video soon, but you'll see I have in fact completed an OSD on Monarchy now. Although I think, you know, we were just mostly there. We were wiggling a whole lot. It will all make sense, I promise. I promise it will all make sense later. But yeah, those owls are amazing. I love them. I'm very scared that I might one day lose it, but I'm gonna try my best not to, because he's too good. Well, yeah, now I'm starting to learn a lot more ASA YouTubers. I didn't really beforehand. Like when we did the Dingle Cup event with Ross first, I was there and I was like, I literally don't know. I felt like I didn't know anyone. I was like, well, maybe I should catch up on some of the other creators. But yeah, it's been really fun seeing more. And of course, tomorrow is another race day, so that's going to be fun, hopefully. I think the goal is going to be see if we can complete a second race in a row. You know, we're just going to go for trying to keep a high finish streak. And if we manage to get in the podium spots, that's going to be amazing. But yeah, at this moment, until they're like not as glitchy anymore, I feel like just finishing is already a big achievement. All right, there we go. We got our foundation. That will help. I think there might be some plants here that we can still get rid of. Some of these plants you can't get rid of. It's always a little bit confusing, because the bigger vines you can't do. Oh, you didn't finish. I was so lucky last time because I basically was almost like out of the race before it started, because someone accidentally drove into me before, like with the lining up, and I didn't bring a garage. I didn't bring anything to the race. I just drove there, so I couldn't really repair anything until Lance saved me. But then my car got stuck, so I couldn't even get to the line, and then he saved me again, and then we finally started. So yeah, it's a miracle that I managed to do any racing last time. And then we believe that I finished 5th, because I was just behind H, and I think he came 4th because he was just behind Mana, that was 3rd, I think. But it's so hard to say. Oh yeah. I mean, I already really enjoyed the race last time, let alone when it actually works perfectly. It's going to be amazing. I really hope they get a patch out soon so that we can still have some like normal working races before the end of the season. All right, so basically what I'm thinking for this base is we have the circle now to work with. For this first layer, I think we don't build the walls right here on the outside. I think we go in by a little bit, just to kind of have a little area here on the outside, basically a balcony where you can maybe park some flyers, you know, stuff like that. So this is probably going to be a much smaller circle. And then on the next layer of the build, of course, we can expand it again, making it a little bit bigger. I think that's what we're going to try and go for. I am going to use some glass just to save time so that I don't have to use skins. There we go. Let's see. So where should we start it? Maybe just right over here where like we have a 2x2, because then we have like 4 on the outside. I feel like that's a fair amount. Let's just see what that feels like if we like that. Feeding time. That sounds good. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll keep these 3 high or maybe want to make it 4 high. Although, I guess we don't have to make them all the same height. Maybe actually this one, it would make sense to make it 4. No, let's not. This is going to be so crazy high if I do that. 3 high, I feel like it's a nice amount of space, that you'll have plenty of space on the inside without feeling too crowded. And I'm probably... Actually, I should have paid a little bit more attention. I think one of these probably wants to be the entrance, and it's probably best if that's this side. Yeah, that feels good. Right? Yeah, so like this. So that's the entrance to our little area, and then of course we have the whole walkway around here. I think that's pretty good. And then we'll probably add like a little railing and stuff, of course, but we'll also need to figure out like integrating it into this platform. I think this platform we're definitely just keeping open, because that's kind of I guess a little bit of the dino pen as well, right? Because this is just a nice easy spot. You have a lot of room there. Hello there, Roz. Welcome in. How are you doing? All right, let's see. So this is basically where the next layer would start, and got to think about what we want to do. So basically what I'm thinking is for each of these layers, we pretty much, it's going to cost a little bit of materials, but I think I want to make them something like this. So I have like a thicker border, and then you build up the next level. So it's not just one ceiling in between. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can make that work. And then also probably I want to have some pillars just to kind of still create a little bit of a design for these, because otherwise it's just gonna be glass walls everywhere. There we go. And then probably we'll use some skins again to make it new, look nice and sleek and modern looking. There we go. Yeah, I think we probably want to just mostly build this out of glass. Hard to say anything about the design now because it's just a big window basically. All right, so for the next layer, what I'm thinking is, yeah, we'll bring it out. I guess we'll have to go around and do this everywhere like this, or should we already... I probably also should figure out where I am gonna go up to that next layer, right? That makes sense. Because we could just have an elevator going up, but those are very slow, not always as practical. ASR does have those cool jumping pads to get to the next layer. Can't remember what they're called, but probably just a normal ordinary staircase is probably also quite nice. Just quickly get around your own base, right? Yeah, so let's say we start one here. Just like that. I think that could just be nice, you know, we just do it like this. Yeah, why not? You have some space to maybe put something underneath here. Yeah, I think that's fine. And we could even turn this into a little bit of the design as well. We could just have this wall not be a window instead. Yeah, the base even has a tiny water pen. Hello there, Dan. Welcome in. Hello there, Ralph. Welcome in. Yeah, let's see. Do we want to have some supports there? I don't know. Maybe a floating staircase is more modern, more sleek design that we want. to go for. Oh, but I guess then the real issue is if I make this like a little bit thicker like this, I'm gonna run into issues with the staircase because we do not have half stairs in normal ARK. So we couldn't skim that. But I also don't think I want this to be like this wide, because this is gonna be a massive build then. I didn't want to go too big. We can probably just figure out a way, right? We can do this. Right, let's fill in these as well first. The modern build is an architecture's dream, but an engineer's nightmare. Well, we'll try not to make it too much of a nightmare. All right. So if we would have, yeah, I think we can just probably get away with a ramp somewhere. Although we do need to figure out where exactly that's going to be. So yeah, the downside is there's not a lot of skins for ramps. But yeah, basically this is what would be the design then, right? Because we would have these around to make this little border for the next layer. Well, probably it's going to be further out than that. And oh mate, oh no, that's not the right one. I was like, it doesn't even. Yeah, I guess that will work. We just kind of need to figure out if we. Hopefully, we do have one skin that fits the ramp. Otherwise, it's going to have to be metal. I don't know. We'll see about... Well, I guess we would have it here. It's the only place that makes sense, right? Probably one of there, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's go around, fill in these extra areas, and then yeah, we're gonna actually bring this out again, I think. Yes. Because yeah, the second layer we definitely want a little bit of a bigger room, I think. Oh yeah, don't forget these layers as well. Just like that. I guess we also fill in these. So there we go. Just seeing if we don't forget any, because then we don't have to switch all the time. That's always what I try and do, you know, stick to the same one for as long as possible. Oh yeah, the concrete does work on ramps, that's true. So we might have to have a concrete stairway. There we go. Here is more triangles. This is more triangles as well. Awesome. And then it's time to change the weather. No storms today. We're having a storm-free day. It's amazing. All right, so then we can fill in the next layer again, which should already get us closer here to the whole circle being complete. There we go. I probably... I don't know how big this layer should be. Should this be the biggest layer? I don't know. Well, it's still not as big as the one that started it also. I guess we can get away with these. But do I also want to go? Yeah, I probably also want to go like this, actually. Because that's still one from the total edge. There we go. Yeah, lying to you all. I actually, fun fact, I did at one point consider, when I had to pick my studies, I did consider becoming an architect. But then I didn't. And now I guess I kind of did end up being an architect. In some small way. But then I don't have to think about if buildings are actually like structurally sound. I just get to make them look cool, which is a lot less work. There we go. All right, let's see if we like this size. But I think that's probably good, because otherwise the overhang is going to be a little bit too dramatic, isn't it? It might already be. No, that's fine. There we go. So yeah, now this circle is like, I think it's one ceiling in from the original cliff platform. So that brings the round shape back. And then we want to make this layer a little bit thicker as well, so that you can still see it. So yeah, this is probably where we can add these in. Which does unfortunately mean that we're going to have a lot of extra ceiling layers, which, I mean, for me, it doesn't really matter, but if you were to try this in official, it might at some point. Although it's not that big, right? It's a cliff platform. So we might be good. We might be safe here. There we go. That should make, because otherwise the building just looks so very, very thin. And this way it looks a little bit more like it would actually hold up some weight. Oh. Didn't I add it? No? Okay, good. So we'll just go all the way around, filling in this little ledge. There we go. So yeah, that's gonna make, it's gonna just make it look a little bit nice and more supported than just having the normal flat ceiling. It does mean that we need to add in the extra layer here. So yeah, we do have to have this everywhere, all the way around. There we go. And we'll make this into a nice platform again. But yeah, this way it should look a little nicer, I think. That's at least the one that I have in mind. It's always hard to tell exactly how it's gonna unfold in ARK itself, but yeah, I think it's gonna be nice. A nice little circular shaped base design. Because we kind of already have this thicker layer here, of course, with the foundation on the platform. So now that kind of returns in this layer as well. And then potentially we'll do, I think, one more floor above this, maybe. I don't think we want to go much higher than that. But yeah, I mean, you could, I suppose, if you need the space, you can easily keep going and just, slowly and surely add more layers and just change the sizes of the circles as well to what you need it. There we go. We'll fill this layer in now. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit interesting here, of course, with the staircase ramp that we have going on, but I think we should be able to figure out a nice way to make it all work. Oh boy. Don't overlap any necessary parts in there. Okay, good. Yeah, there we go. Another layer of triangles. So yeah, this around the staircase. So that's gonna stay open. That's gonna be filled in. And that's gonna be filled in. There we go. Okay, so this is where things get a little bit more interesting than normal, because everywhere we can just go around again, of course, fill this all in, but then this is where we have to change some things. We can kind of go in with some triangles following the shape, and then of course we have this gap. So I guess what we want to do, yeah, it can be open like this. That would be nice. And then we just kind of follow these pieces like that. There we go. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. So you have the staircase coming up like that. That works, I think. All right, and then we'll continue these around. Just like that. Did I overlap it into that? Or does it just not place? I don't know. All right. And then we're almost complete with this layer. And I guess the exciting thing about this, potentially now, we can have a dedicated texture here for the floor, as well as for the ceiling here. So they don't have to be the same texture. They could potentially be different textures, which is quite fun. So we get a little bit more options to play around with on the interior as well, which, yeah, that's quite cool. All right, so I think for the walls on this layer, I don't think we need as big a balcony here. I think this floor is all about utilizing the space that we have. We probably still want to have a little balcony to walk around on, or just like some room for the design to breathe. So I think we want to have the windows on this layer instead. So it's going to be a much bigger room. So this is probably going to be like the main room, I would say. So like crafting and storage, you know, it's ARK after all. Oh god, what did I do? Oh, there's a drop. There's a drop. Let's go. Is it a drop? Or is it? No, it's a vein, right? I don't know. I always forget. I never know. Yeah, so that would be the next layer. That's good. Yeah. And then we'll have some pillars again, kind of supporting that layer. Of course it's going to be higher. I'm just kind of figuring out the placement of it all. There we go. So yeah, that would be kind of the layout. I think that works, you know, that works. I don't know if we're actually going to be using this as a proper balcony or just as a little lip on the outside. So for now, I don't think I'll add in doors necessarily. And then should we make this 3 high or should we make this 4 high so that we could maybe have like the industrial forge and stuff? Because I believe that works better if it's 4 high. So maybe we'll do that, you know. This is the main crafting room. I think that makes sense. Give it a little bit more space. There we go. Just filling in all the windows. Again, we might not keep these walls all as pure windows, but just for now to kind of get the shapes in. I just always like to kind of start filling it in, and then as soon as we get the shapes down, it's easier to start adding more details, right? Kind of break up the boring parts and make them more exciting to us. So yeah, that would be the layer. Yeah, I think that's a pretty decent crafting layer. Yeah, tech replicator is probably the biggest structure. I'm not gonna put like a cloning chamber in because that thing is just really too big, is it? But yeah, a replicator should easily fit inside this. There we go. Just like that. Yeah, so we have another layer like this. Very nice. And then I think what I'll do is I'll have one more row of like the between layer that we just did as well above this. And then we'll have a smaller room on top, which is going to be like, I don't know, like the bedroom, your respawn room, whatever you want to use it for. And then we'll have a little bit more balcony space again, I think. I think that's what I want to do. I think so, yeah. I think that would be nice. Yeah, so I do think we like this. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I guess that means that we do have to decide. Is it gonna go bigger? No, it's probably gonna stay the same shape as we had. Well, yeah, it's gonna have to at least be the shape that we had. We can't go smaller because we do want to have the overhang here. But I also don't think I want to bring it up further and be as big as the original cliff platform was. I don't think. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, there's another drop coming down. Yeah, see, a drop itself doesn't make the music happen. So the music's something different. Yeah, so I don't think we need to make that bigger. Or do we? Do we make it slightly bigger? And then... But what then? I guess you have more room to park things up there. No, I don't think we need that necessarily. Let's first make the platform and we can always change our mind, I suppose. So yeah, we stay on the inside here, but also make sure to do that one. Just like that. Nope, not the outside. Don't go expanding this. Just like that. And we'll fill all these parts in. There we go. Oh, I probably also should think about where the staircase is going to be again. That's probably a smart thing before we go too big. There we go. So I think it probably makes the most sense to kind of do the same thing again. You know, kind of have the same kind of vibe. Well, probably makes more sense actually to start it here. Then this could be like that. There we go. So yeah, that would lead up. Is that the best way? Oh. Maybe first we have one of these and then we go up. There we go. So like that. All the way around. So that can be filled in. And I guess we would have this to kind of, yeah, create the shape around the staircase again. Fill all in. All of it needs to be filled in. It's kind of weird actually to be back in creative mode building. Been survivaling so much. Feels weird to have all these powers again. This luxury. Okay, well, the interesting thing is the staircase is probably going to be outside whatever building I make on the top layer. Yeah, I think that's most likely what is going to happen. Just because of where it's located. It's also really refreshing not to be running around in circles in Club ARK. Yeah, that's actually quite nice as well. But you can see it took its toll on me because I instantly wanted to build a circle. Club ARK'd a little too hard. There we go. Yeah, that's starting to become something nice. I'm imagining this, by the way, with some of the skins that I'm gonna apply. But yeah, I'm liking the round shapes and the different sizes of this so far. I can imagine this being quite useful. That's not a big base. It doesn't need to be a big base. It's big enough. That's all that matters. How do you come up with your builds? It depends. There's different ways. Sometimes I just go into ARK and then just start building and see what happens. And other times, I like to do a lot of like concept art, just looking at like cool things, or sometimes it's just from like movies or shows or whatever that inspire me to try and make that in ARK and see if you can translate that. So for this, I just knew that I wanted to try and build a modern build on this location near this water thingy rooftop. And then I was like, well, what would be a cool build? Do I just do a normal build here? And I was like, why not keep the rounded shape? Because this has this really nice round shape. So I was like, well, if I do cliff platforms, I kind of keep that circular shape going. And then I just, for inspiration, especially doing like these modern builds, I just kind of do like modern villas or something, you know, just Google that and look at buildings in real life. So you're like, you have a lot of that architecture top of mind before you go into a build. And but it's always tricky, of course, trying to bring different shapes into ARK. Depends also, of course, if you're playing with mods or without mods. Some shapes are possible, some aren't. Like especially the steeper roof shapes, which you can see all around you in all different kinds of things in real life or in like movies or shows. But those are, of course, not really possible in normal ARK. With mods they are, which makes it a little bit easier. You learned the blacksmith way to do circles. Yeah, that's those tricks. I haven't really started using any of those tricks yet. But that's also because, well, at least right now, I do most of my builds are turning into tutorials, and then it's just easier if it's like more accessible to more people, and you can't do all of those tricks on the all settings. But I would like to this year, you know, give myself a little bit more freedom sometimes, you know, do like more modded builds, to go like crazy with the opportunities there. Maybe even do some of those crazy build tricks. I wanna make a leaning build, you know, on an angle, stuff like that. Wanna keep challenging myself with new weird ways, new weird and cool ways to build. That's what you gotta do, you know. Keep challenging yourself, keep making it fun. There we go. That's looking nice. That's looking nice. All right, let's continue to fill in this platform then. Nope. All right, there we go. Start filling in between again. This should almost be the last time that we have to fill in all these layers. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna put a roof on it, but it's just gonna be a flat roof because this is the kind of modern vibe we're going for. There we go. More circles. See, I've done doer dodge so many times. I've been running in circles the past 2 weeks so many times that all I can do now is do circles. Everything has got to be a circle. Even the builds. It's all going to be circles. All of it. Everywhere. There we go. Why is it getting dark? What's happening? I thought it couldn't get dark. Is there another storm coming, or is it just cloudy? There we go. Lights back. It's a little bit confusing because I'm already a step ahead, like over there. Okay, let's do it like this, because then it's all the same phase, because otherwise it's a little bit confusing. There we go. All the way around again. All these squares make a circle. Yeah. They kind of do. All right. There we go. That's another layer done. So yeah, we have the bottom layer, we have the middle main crafting room and storage room, and then this is going to be where we have kind of like the bedroom, or whatever you want to use it for. I suppose that's totally up to you as well, but I'm thinking this is going to be a smaller one again. So I'm probably actually just gonna do these again. The question is, do I also want to make it 3 high, or do I also make it a little less tall? Oh, probably I'll make it 3 tall actually, just because then it's going to be better visible from lower down angles. There we go. You thought I wasn't creative on Monarchy? Oh, imagine that would make base building a lot easier. But no, I'm not on Monarchy today. Going back to building a little bit. I've been consumed by Monarchy for the last 2 weeks. But yeah, the builds need to be built. No, the building on Monarchy has been been a bit slower than this. A bit more grinding involved. There we go. All right, so that would be kind of like the bedroom. That's what we're going for. We'll need to add doors and stuff, of course, but for now we're just going for the shapes. All the shapes in there. There we go. We'll fill in these. And again, some of these windows we might still turn into like full walls. Because now everything is a window. That might not be as convenient. Although that is a really nice and clean look, of course. And it is kind of modern, you know, having just windows everywhere. All right. Yeah, once we start skinning this is gonna transform into what I have in my mind, hopefully, at least. That is the plan. All right, I do like this part of the stairs where it's like a little bit lower down and then it goes down completely. Kind of like that. Kind of like that a lot. All right. So we have the layers. Well, we still need to build the roof, but I kind of want to not build another circle right away. Yes, these stairs would be nice to make them look a little bit nicer as well, right? So do we just want to make them a little bit more enforced or whatever? I don't know. Otherwise it's going to be like that. Like that would make a lot more sense, I suppose. But it's going to make the whole staircase quite clunky if we do this. I really wish, like, if I could do quarter walls here, that would be great. But then I can't have the slopes, which is... I mean, I guess I could... potentially do that with some overlap magic. But yeah, here there would be a little bit of a problem. Yeah, there it's not gonna work unless we do like this. But that's is that weird? Yes, that is weird. I don't know. Maybe we don't make this too complicated for ourselves. There we go. Yeah, because what else would we do otherwise? I guess what we could do potentially is, well, one of our just connect it here to the roof. And then maybe we do something like that. Can we do There we go. Something like that. And then... there we go. That's quite nice. Getting some shapes. Oh my god, I can even connect that up. Look at that shape in there. I like that shape. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to pick. Yeah, that's probably where I would end it then. But then the rest of the staircase feels a little bit weird, maybe. Wait, maybe there's a way to continue this. Maybe we can figure this out. Okay. Well, maybe... we can make it work. Yeah, that's all right. Just makes the stairs a little bit more into like something a little bit cooler, right? A little bit more of a actual part of the design instead of just being there because we need to get up. So I think that is going to be a full wall. Yeah, I think that's just gonna be nicer. I don't know. It's all... yeah, I do like this feature now. I do like that. I might also turn this in a normal wall. Because there's not much of a view there anyway. And it kind of feels like maybe that's like the wall carrying most of the weight or something. We have the cool staircase there. You know, we can use this little nook for some storage, whatever. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm definitely happy with that. So then here on this layer, I guess we have some choices of how to handle the stairs. I kind of think that I want to have just some glass. And then we'll go for borderless again. I think we're just going to use this for railings. I mean, there's probably also custom cosmetics that turn railings into some kind of like glass railing, but kind of like the idea of this. Very nice, smooth glass railings. Very cool. I could make that into a door. That could happen. So that we do have access to the outside. I guess if I'm gonna do any balcony railing, actually having this glass could be quite nice. So you could still walk around on this if you wanted to. There we go. I feel like we're getting there now. Well, we're definitely not nowhere done, but these are the little things that are gonna transform it into something quite nice before we go crazy with skins, of course. There we go. Yeah, so you can still at least walk around on this balcony. You're probably not gonna like park anything here, but you know, sometimes you're waiting for things to get crafted and you can just go out to the balcony and just enjoy the view, see what's around you. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice little little addition, adds the layer without, you know, being too obvious. I think that's a nice one. All right, so that is this staircase going up to the next layer, but probably around this one we also just want to add in a railing around this to be safe. That's not what I want. There we go. Awesome. All right. So yeah, that staircase should also be safe. So we have this going into the build. Lovely staircase leading into the main crafting floor. We have a door to the balcony, lovely balcony around, and then you have also this staircase going back up. Do we want to do something similar here with the design? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. That doesn't connect. Never mind. I guess this shape is a little smaller and more awkward. The build video for the snow ruins. Yeah, the problem is that was like 2 giant streams, so it's like 6 or 8 hours of building, and I have not had a lot of time to edit. I've started the edit, but I haven't been able to finish it yet. I'm hoping to get that out next week at the latest. But yeah, it kind of depends on when I can get myself away from ARK long enough to edit it. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the same vibe as above, does it? It does not. It does not. I guess the real issue here is this part. Because this is nice, and well, that's just basic things, but how do we connect the two? Perhaps like that. But the only downside is we can't really continue that shape here, can we? No, we cannot. Can we? Perhaps? Oh, maybe we can. You demand monarchy streams. Well, tomorrow there will be another monarchy stream when we have another race. Another race week. Actually, we could have something even cooler here, maybe, with the design. So, yes, here. Just the same, so we'll make that a little bit thicker. And then okay. Well, it's not like I can do... Oh, I can do that. That is kind of cool. The problem is, does it? No, it doesn't stay if I remove that. Yeah, and it... Damn it. It would be so cool. It would be really cool. I guess... maybe this one could help. I don't know. Yes, that does now stay. That does maybe make it possible. If I have a circular design, I might. I don't think I have like I don't make like specific videos for how a circular roof works, only if it's like part of the design. The real question is can I pick up this quarter wall? Apparently I cannot. Okay, so I guess the quarter wall needs to stay. Well, that's good to know. Then... Well, let's just see if we can make it work. We'll do the skins later, but I guess that is the crucial part, is that little quarter thing is making this whole thing possible. There we go. I mean, I guess what we would want to do to make... Well, no, yeah, we kind of need to... This is the best way to hide it, yeah. All right, we'll keep it like that. That's a smooth little unique design there. And then I think that does mean that we probably want to turn this into this. And we also definitely want to get rid of that, because that's just overlapping, so... This is just going to be something where we can have a little bit of storage or whatever. Maybe we can even turn it into a little room. We can have a tiny little room here. Glass settings. There we go. Now we can't see in, but you can still see out. Awesome. That can be a toilet, because you need that. Very important. All right, so we got a cool cool way to get in there. Yeah, this glass is all from ARK Extinction Remastered. It's just easier than using skins for the glass. It's just faster. All right, so that would be the entrance then. Yeah, that is good. So we have the staircase somewhat in place. The one downstairs might now actually be way better than this one here, but this one also is bigger, just a little bit more tricky, because I don't want to... I do still really like this little part. No, this staircase is also fine. You know, it doesn't take up too much space. I just told you the name. It's Architect Structures Remastered. That is the build mod. For most, if it's not a custom cosmetic, it's always that mod. In most cases. Like, that's the mod I use for pretty much everything, if I'm not using vanilla structures. All right, let's see. For the roof here. Yeah, I guess we just bring it out by one. And we have one more roof to fill in. Well, I guess we also want to make this a little bit thicker. And we can start skinning and adding all the details everywhere. Nice little stack of rooms. Yeah, it's gonna be way different, I promise. As soon as we start skinning it, it's gonna get the modern look. Now kind of looks like just a heap of metal. But we're gonna get there. There we go. Yeah, one of the reasons also I decided eventually to end up with a circular base instead of, you know, just a normal one. I was like, well, let's make sure that I don't fall into repeating a lot of style or design language that I usually have in bases. Let's go for something completely different, because of course we recently did a bunch of like A-frame builds here as well. So it's like, no, let's go quite different. And the easiest way to go very different, of course, is just go for a little bit circular design, because then you're just forced to work with different things, especially with the way these basic circle shapes work in Ascended. There we go. So yeah, this can just be a full roof. We don't need to have access to it. We are gonna make it again a little bit thicker than just the one ceiling, just to kind of fit in with the rest of the whole build, of course. There we go. All the way around. That means we have one more big ceiling to fill in, but then we're really done. But yeah, that's already looking quite nice. I like that. I like that. All right, let's see. So we are filling in these. Just like that. And there we go. The triangles are out. Just filling in this entire roof. More circles. More circles to go in. There we go. All right. All right, so we go back to full ceilings. We'll fill in another layer and... Oh, did I place a ceiling somewhere? I did. Let's get rid of that. All right, we're almost there. Almost there. We almost have the full ceilings done. Oh god. It's somewhere. Oh. I thought I placed an extra one. Maybe I didn't. And otherwise, I guess we'll find it eventually when we start adding skins. Oh, that is an extra one that we don't need. All right, there we go. That is the ceiling complete. We have a nice little look. Of course, we'll have to have the borders for the balconies as well, like we did on the middle layer. But that is starting to look quite cool. All right. Let's see. I guess probably what we want is to have like an entrance there, so that's the way you get up to the platform from this middle bit, and potentially if we do something on that side as well. So I guess for this layer we probably also just go around with this. To create our nice glass railing. There we go. All the way around. But yeah, that's gonna look nice. And you know, safety first. Safety first. We do not want to be falling off our platform. And it still should allow us a pretty decent amount of space to park flies and stuff, you know. Have a nice little walkway around our build. There we go. We have some greenery behind here, little garden that we can probably decorate as well. Just to have that nice pop of green around the base. Yeah, but I feel like that's the trick with a lot of the modern builds. They're never really too complicated if you look at them. It's just about like nice, pleasing shapes and stuff. For the most part. And especially now with the, I mean, the strength and beauty of custom cosmetics, because then we don't have to just paint things to get close to the right look. Because of course, painting Adobe structures, you get pretty close to the cool looks. But the custom cosmetic ways, I mean, you can just get very close to like really cool modern builds. So yeah, as soon as we start skinning this, it's gonna transform it. Hello there, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh yeah, for survival, this actually wouldn't be the worst build to make, because you can kind of just keep going up layer by layer. Which makes it a little easier, because you can kind of just work around, you know, build the staircase, build around. I guess this middle layer would be the most difficult one, because it's a little bit taller, but I think 4 high, you're still able to just place that without, you know, going crazy. Yeah. A-frames are also very nice to build in survival, because you can just walk up the roof. That's always convenient. There we go. That's starting to look nice. All right. Oh, you're in this spot? Yeah, it's a really nice spot. It's a really good spot here with the little water bit in front. It's my private shark swimming pool. I love it. You know, it's really cool. But I wanted to keep the circular shapes going. I think that's going to be really cool. All right, so we have the basic shape of the build. Again, I feel like it's a little bit cloudy. Just want some nice light, please. Thank you. The chords are right over here. So yeah, near the green knob. There we go. All right. Let's see if we wanna have some changes in the overall design. So we have the entrance here. I almost feel... I probably think that I want less windows on the bottom layer than on the other layers. So, okay, we have 2 of these. Then we have a gap of 1. Then we could have another gap of 1. Then we could maybe have 2 of these. A gap of 1. Maybe like that. So we still have a few windows, but a little less. I think that could be good. Because otherwise there's just a lot of windows, right? Might be nice. Oh wait, it's always... There we go. Is this something we like? Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Because this is kind of the bottom layer. It feels also a little bit darker anyway here because of the overhang still. So, yeah. I think so. Yeah, I added cliff platforms. These are cliff platforms. There we go. I think what I might want to do eventually as well, actually, is having some walls going underneath, or probably quarter walls so that they don't stick out. Because the modern structures, I never really like the sides of the foundations. We'll see them in a little bit, because we're probably going to go for the modern structures custom cosmetics again. All right, so this layer feels like it's pretty ready to go. And this layer, it almost feels like this should also be a full wall. Just with the background with the stairs and everything. Just kind of makes it a little bit more clear, I think. And then, yeah, I do think we're going to keep the rest of the window. I kind of like the fact of having this beautiful view around us. And then, of course, up here we have a nice big balcony again. And then probably most of this we actually want to just keep as windows. I think what I'm going to do here, though, is I am going to make this a wall. Just so that we can have the entrance here. There we go. We want to have some doors. And for the rest, I think I also might just keep the windows. I actually kind of like that, I think. I don't know. Maybe when we go in closer and redecorate, we find that we need some less windows, some more walls. We'll see. But yeah, for the most part, I think I like the vibe of this. I think I do. All right, let's start to transform this build. Oh, I guess I already have this, but well, or I guess the stairs itself, they might actually be concrete, because if that's the only way that this one looks nice, we might have a concrete staircase, which, I mean, I guess that could happen in a modern build. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, we'll focus on the walls first. So we'll take out some of this. And yeah, the concrete skin, if you like these types of builds, I feel like it's a really good one. It's such a clean one. It fits in with ARK very well as well. And it has a lot of options. Yeah, modern skin should work on official. Yeah. It of course depends, because you can turn off auto downloading for cosmetics. So if people turn that off, it won't download for them unless they've got it installed themselves. But yeah, you can use them on official servers, as far as I know. I think these have been approved. All right, so we'll get those nice clean pillars. Well, not all of the cosmetics. They need to be approved for official specifically, but I believe these are, because this is like Sandy's like one of the, well, most active skin makers there is currently. And I think most of the skin packs are approved. There we go. That looks quite nice. And then we'll do the same here. Yeah, I just really like these very clean pillars. And we're going to go for the black pillars here because we're probably going to go for a lot of white on the rest of the structure. So I feel like that balances things out quite nicely. You know, the nice contrast of the two. There we go. Between you, Lance, and Squirrel. Yeah, so many people streaming nowadays, right? All right, let's see. We're gonna go with this. That now the build is really gonna transform quite drastically when we get all these proper skins in. It's gonna make it look a lot more modern as well. There we go. And we'll get the skin, all of it, all over. That's the only downside, of course, with skins, that you still have to go through all structures you already placed. But I guess the same is if you're gonna paint it, you know, you have to do the same thing. So I guess in that respect, it doesn't really matter. Then skinning is still easier than painting it. Hello there, Mr. Mike. Welcome in. There we go. All right, well, yeah, we'll have to add a bunch of skins, but if we've done this first roof, we should get a little glimpse of what it's gonna look like once we've skinned some of these. Hello there, Mr. Maddock. Welcome in, welcome in. I think it's just a default concrete one that I used on the platform, Sarge. It's just the basic concrete skin, and that turns it in. It's a very clean platform because it kind of gets rid of you know, normally there's like things sticking out underneath the platforms, but this one is way cleaner, the concrete version, which is really cool, and it blends in very well with the Extinction cityscape. Like, it fits very nice. Because I tried some of the quantum platforms, but I found all of those a little bit too crazy. This one is just really nice and clean and really good log. Learning to build smaller. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. But yeah, we have to do some things for the best of the community. Yeah, I think that white is going to really pop the build and make it look quite modern. And the good thing is now, for example, on the inside, I could still have like a nice wooden floor, for example, and then I could still have a different ceiling on this layer. Yeah. I know I wanted to go for the very clean look for these ones, the full concrete. I did try a few for seeing what I like best. There we go. How long have we been building? How long? Is it already been an hour and a half? Jeez, time flies when you're building. It does. It does. Okay. So do I want to spend it all skinning this? Probably not. Skinning takes so much time. Well, no, it's a lot quicker than building. That's for sure. Okay, we'll skin. I think we'll focus on the exterior with the skins for now. just so that we can get like a general idea of what the base is gonna look like. Because I was kind of hoping not to stream for too long today. Just because, well, we're gonna have a big monarchy stream tomorrow, of course, with the race again. And I also kind of really need to catch up on some editing. As I said, like, we have the Snow Ruin build video still going, hopefully up soon. Yeah, life's been crazy. ARK is consuming it with all the grinding. No world edit in ARK, no. If only, if only. Hello there, Tiny. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, some kind of like way to just add a structure to a bunch of this would be amazing. All right, that's getting somewhere. I guess we'll do this one as well. Guess that's the downside of using all of these quarter walls. Got a bunch of walls to skin. There we go. At least we're back in creative for today, so we can quite easily do this. Because when I had to skin my base in on Monarchy and Survival, that was a little bit rougher. Also, it was a lot taller, which, yeah, harder to reach certain spots. And I had to do it multiple times now because first I painted it all, then I had to remove the paint. So now I've added skins again to it. So yeah. It's been a fun experience. Probably I should just see if I can, you know, tag along with the boss fight. Getting a tech suit would be really helpful for building. Although I think I'm mostly built out. There we go. See, this is really transforming it. Turning it into something very nice. I do like the round vibe of it. That's looking really nice. Oh, geez, this is a lot of structures as well. But yeah, we'll do this because that will definitely show us the way it looks. One side at a time. There we go. All the way across, just like that. Splash some red on it. Well, you know, I'm more of a blue guy. There we go. More of this. Building in Minecraft again. Yeah, you know, the thing I like about ARK, which also makes it challenging, is there's a lot more limited structures than, for example, a Minecraft or an Enshrouded, which makes building both easier because it's a simpler system, but also it makes it more difficult in some ways because there's less options, I suppose. Minecraft is just, if I go back to that now, it would be overwhelming with all the extra updates they added since I played. There we go. That looks quite nice. The crystal structures. Yeah, I've seen that around. I haven't really looked into too much detail. I mean, there's so many custom cosmetics popping up all the time. Pink. Yeah, I'll paint it pink. There we go. Yeah, I think I like that. You know, for the building. The building is looking nice. Oh, we have another wall here. go. I mean, you can't really go wrong with the good white, black, and big windows for a modern build. I quite like that. And then for the interior here, I guess the real question is, yeah, there's no ramp skins, so I suppose that means just to save me a lot of time, I'm just gonna go with the concrete look for the staircase, because then it all blends together. Do I go for full concrete, or do we add? No, I think the sides I'm probably gonna keep with the Oh, but yeah, you see this as well. Yeah, maybe we just. Oh, you do see this. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. Why? Why? Yeah, I might still change the look of the actual side of the stairs to match something nicer with the modern structures. I don't know. But at least these need to kind of be concrete because of all of these one pieces. Yeah, that's all the way up. I mean, it's still a pretty roomy base. It's pretty roomy. You have plenty of space to park things here. And then we have like the main crafting. There we go. So probably no snapping. I have not ever tamed the mana, and I don't know if that will change anytime soon. I don't think so. Don't plan on it. I mean, I don't mind the look of them. I think they look quite cool. Just the way they move around, I don't like. So that's what I'm. That's the reason that I'm saying that I'm not taming them. It's definitely that is the reason I'm not, because I can't be bothered trying to catch up with them and taming them. There we go. See, that fits. I feel like that's a nice middle of the room kind of design piece here. Oh, mate. Yeah, you don't want to look back at some of the days when we used to play Minecraft and stuff. Like, I looked back at... because, of course, since ARK Ascended came out, I started this channel back up again. But if I looked back at when I started this channel originally, like when I posted the first things, that's been ages, man. All right. Yeah, that feels like a good center room. So this would be the main crafting room. I suppose, and then we have the lovely balconies, of course. I'm just trying to think of like other design things that we would need to add to the building, but yeah, the crafting will mostly be on this layer, I think. I guess the other big structure would be the forge or the steam forge. The real question is oh, it wouldn't fit down here. I guess it would have been nice maybe down here. But yeah. That's why we got the bigger room here. Well, the downside of having this in the middle is then it takes up a little bit of the space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this would be the exact middle, but I don't think I want to have it there. Jeez, I forget how big these are. It's a big forge. It takes up so much space, doesn't it? Maybe this having this in the exact middle isn't the smartest. Maybe I should push this back a little bit. Also because of the way the stairs work. You know, because I might as well utilize that. Yeah, because then we have plenty of space here. That's better. The concrete can now be painted. Ooh, that might be good, because then I might see what it looks like if I painted it a little bit more white to match the other structures. That could be good. There we go. That leaves enough room here for the big structures. I mean, the rest of the structures should easily fit inside. And then up at the top as well. Yeah, I think we got the bases down for the build. You know, then it's probably a little bit of decorating here and there. There we go. And then, yeah, probably I would actually add all these in, just because then I can make the sides look a little bit smoother. There we go. I know nothing about dreadnoughts. I have not tamed one yet. I did ride one for the first time, I think it was last week, with a little Titan fight on my community server. But yeah, I died a lot. I think the Dread survived, but I did not for most of it. Okay, come on. There we go. I guess if I'm doing this, I can actually have the outside be the white to match the build. But potentially we could have these ceilings on the outside be maybe, you know, something like the concrete to go with a nice outdoor look. I think that would be quite nice, actually. Now that I think of it, then we kind of tie the two together, like the main structure and this. Okay, let's not use the auto delete, because I definitely don't want to accidentally... Oh, man. Why am I not allowed to pick these up? Okay, well, if this deletes my whole build, the stream is over. Okay, I didn't. It's so tricky with the cliff platform. I don't want to delete my platform by accident and lose my entire build and just be done. There we go. All right, so now we can technically make these all look nice, because I think this is for the exterior here on the ground. Probably a pretty nice look. There we go. So yeah, we'll make those into some concrete. I love this concrete skin. There we go. We'll fill it all in. So many, so many, so many. All the skins, all the skins in the world. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's always tricky. I think I did it once or twice where I was building, I think, a tree platform on the island or something, you know, for like a tutorial, and then I was almost there, and then I deleted everything, and I was like, oh no. So yeah, I am very careful now with using the G delete command. anytime I'm building near a cliff or tree platform. I probably won't farm even if I do end stream on time, because as I said, I need to catch up with editing. I probably also should actually check if I actually have all the car parts for tomorrow. I think I have. We should still have the car from last week, of course, but I kind of want to, you know, bring a spare car just in case. You know? Just in case. There we go. So yeah, now we have the concrete floor here on the outside, but we can still have the nice smooth... Oh, nope. Smooth layer on the outside to blend it in with the rest of the build. I think that's going to be quite nice. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm debating, because originally I thought, you know, maybe I should bring a car this time with the extra armor on it. But then I was thinking about it. Maybe I shouldn't, because I don't think anything got patched for them yet. So maybe not having attachment is still the safer way. I just need to be very careful no one hits me. Or not too much, at least. I don't know. It's so tricky. So yeah, I haven't decided what I'll do yet. I think I've now hopefully have enough for 2 cars at least. Like, that would be nice. There we go. It's looking quite nice, this base, I think. The little circular base. I don't know what I'll do with the second platform. Probably not the exact same build. That would be quite boring. We'll see. We'll see what we'll think we'll need it for. No, PvP is still not allowed. Like, of course, bumping might happen, but pretty much it's going to be the same as last time, because nothing has changed, right? Like, the cars are still quite glitchy, to say the least, and the server has been struggling more and more as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes this time. I'm just, you know, once again, I'm quite happy just to finish the race. That would be already, I feel like, still a big achievement. Like last time, I think this time is going to be the same. If you finish the race, I think it's already a big win. So yeah, we'll see. And now there's actually going to be someone else organizing an event after the race as well, which, I mean, it's really fun. But the race is already, it starts at midnight for me. So to have another event that starts even later after the race, I mean, it's really fun, and I want to be there, but I'm not sure if I can, or if I'll stream or not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, should we also make this white? I don't know. Does feel like a clean look, so maybe we should. A very clean look. But yeah, what would we do for the second platform? And not that we're gonna build it today, but like for the next build stream, or when we continue this build, what would be on the second platform? Thorley, I was wondering which map I should start on, being new to actually playing ARK. Oh, you mean on our community server? Well, it kind of depends. Right now, obviously, a lot of people are on Extinction since it's still the newest map. We are launching a new center map next week because the current one is kind of broken. So that would be a good one to start on as well, because I assume a few people might want to, you know, get a new base there as well. So that could be a good one. But otherwise, the island is always a safe bet. It's like the original first map, right? So it's always a good one to start with. Greenhouse, kitchen, breeding area on the second. Yeah, breeding is something dino related is probably because we're gonna have crafting. Kitchen we can probably get away in this build that we just done. Like we can definitely have like respawn, storage, crafting, and cooking and everything like that in the main build. So some kind of breeding area, I suppose, kind of matching this aesthetic would be good. And a greenhouse maybe if we can work it in, or at least have a greenhouse somewhere on this platform to kind of combine to make it into yeah, it has everything. Because technically what we could even do is we could have like a small build up here maybe, like a greenhouse up there. Could be kind of fun, you know, stuff like that. We'll see. But yeah, I think for a little build, I'm happy to have done a little build. You know, I've been trying to get back into the building, but yeah, as I said, the grind on Monarchy is getting to me. But yeah, I wanted to do. Well, no, it's not exactly been a quick little build, has it? Because we've already been going for like 2 hours almost. So, but yeah, it's good to be back with a little bit of building again. I'm gonna try and see if I can balance it a little bit. Well, not the last few weeks, the rest of the Monarchy season. We're only really 2 weeks in, so we still have a few weeks to go. Yeah, we don't want to completely not be building anything in the meantime, but yeah, I think this is a good start. So yeah, I'll start brainstorming ideas for a breeding platform / greenhouse build that we could add to this place. But yeah, if you want a rooftop base, well, I mean, technically you don't really, you could build this anywhere. With cliff platform, you could build it on a lot of spots, but even without the cliff platform, technically you can still build this. Just as like a circular base. So that is quite nice. I do like the round shapes. And I do like the, yeah, I mean, the modern structures are always good, right? I just always look quite nice, and I feel like especially in the city there's something about going for the modern builds that fit very well in the city, in the sanctuary. Just look at this, and this spot in particular is also just really a really nice spot. Of course you do have to live with the fact that you are up high, so you always need to fly here, but you know, cryos are a thing anyway. Potentially even teleporters if you have them unlocked, you know. It's not that bad, and at least you're safe. Like, you don't really have to worry about things spawning here. Well, maybe I don't know if on this building in particular. Yeah, I mean, a snail won't attack you, but yeah, like a spider might spawn and fall down. Maybe, but even that, I mean, that's not that bad. You can easily handle that without going crazy. You don't have to wall off the area. You can have it nice and pristine looking like this, which is quite cool, I think. So yeah, I think that is the plan then. So the plan is add a dino pen next time. We work on this. So dino pen, greenhouse somewhere. Probably decorate the build as well. Or I might do that in between, you know, as a little fun bit when I'm not running in circles on Club ARK, just to do something that could be nice. But yeah, I think that's a really good start, right? I like that. Let's go back to my little lookout spot over this little cool location here. Little shark boy looking out. Yeah. Look at that. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I think that's another really fun build we've done. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If there's any other build suggestions of things that you would like to see here on Extinction, or maybe just things in general, because I think, you know, we've been on Extinction for a little bit now. We might slowly start thinking about starting up some other projects as well, especially, well, we still have Monarchy going on for a few more weeks, but once that is done, we'll definitely have some cool building projects, because for this year, I do want to have at least like one bigger build project going on at the same time, which means like something that is going to take like multiple streams or videos for it to be completed. And besides, we want to, of course, bring the tutorials back as well. I'm going to try and balance that out with the Monarchy content. But it's fun also, being survival and, you know, experience it that way. We'll also be still doing some building on Monarchy, because I think we still need a little bit more space for like a bio grinder when we unlock that. You know, we'll be doing all sort of fun stuff very, very soon. So, yeah, I am quite excited what we're going to be able to do in ARK this year. Yeah, I think that is going to be it for today. Let's see if we can raid someone. You know, maybe we'll do a little lance race. Anyway, raid. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today on the stream. I hope to see you again soon. And for now, thanks for watching. Goodbye.